to a farmer in Ghana. Everlyne Nthoki is yet another enterprising Kenyan who has defied all odds to switch careers and invest abroad. Everlyne and her sister Irene have invested in greenhouse farming in Ghana. On Going Abroad tonight, our special correspondent Alex Chamota has more on how they acquired the 2,000-acre piece of land and how they're utilizing it.
You've never learned if you were staying in the homeland.
Learn more. Keep watching Daring Abroad.
Daring Abroad, proudly brought to you by Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
My partner, who is also my sister, and it was our dream for a very long time. We were going to execute it in Kenya, but then we decided to come and do it here. The competition is not as much as Kenya, because Kenya, I think everyone is born a farmer. Greenhouses in Kenya is not anything new, but in Ghana it is.
Everlyne and her sister Irene, who was not available at the time of this interview, grow tomatoes and capsicum, or pilipili hoho if you like, as their main crops.
I never imagined I would find myself in Ghana, but then after visiting Ghana and we went through the markets and the supermarkets and some of the things that we were looking at, and to find things like sukuma wiki and the spinach, they're not available. They have mostly their local foods are dominating the markets.
It is a huge investment which, according to Everlyne, was achieved through family savings in addition to loans.
The land is about 8,000 acres plus, but 6,000 is a joint venture with the government, and then they are able to sell to us the 2,000, which is what we're investing in right now.
They have leased the land for 50 years.
For us, mainly, we depended on the law, because we wanted to follow the law and make sure that we're doing everything right. Besides acquiring it officially from them, we have to also go through the procedure of the local people.
The farm manager here, George Oberi, is a Kenyan.
This is a raw water comes from the Volta Region, whereby we get it from there, away from here 4 kilometers away, and then we store it out in a reservoir here, and then we'll be able to give it to the dairy feeding to the crops. The climate which we get here in Ghana is more or less of the coastal climate in Kenya.
We don't have a lot of greenhouse expertise in the country, and even if there is, it's not to this extent. So we had to get somebody who knows his way around the greenhouse to be able to operate it. Yeah, so it was more comfortable and easier to get somebody from home.
On the farm, there are about 30 workers.
We find Kenyans like our brothers and sisters. So working with them is not difficult for us.
I come from Zimbabwe, and I came in Ghana on the 19th of May to help with the technical aspects of the greenhouse production in Ghana.
These products end up in supermarkets and hotels in Ghana, and you will be surprised to find that Everlyne's professional training has nothing to do with farming.
Myself, I was in the hospitality industry, which I chose to move ahead with it into the airline industry as a cabin crew. But the farming came in the way, and this is where we are now. I just finished training. I got a few jobs in South Africa as grounds in a charter company.
While in business in the diaspora, there are times one needs to transfer money across the borders. For Everlyne, there is only one method that has come in handy.
Because of the laws of the country, the transfer of money is not very easy. I think it's because of the previous money laundering that has been going on.
Ticket number.
The only option we have actually currently is of rapid transfer through Ecobank, which we normally use most of the time, actually all the time. So it's been our only means of transferring money. It's a bank, so they can monitor your transactions. You can receive and send. It's very fast. It's an immediate transaction, and it works very well for us, because if in case of an emergency, you can send the same time, the person receives on the other end the same time. So it's quite efficient.
And those are the fruits of courage and adventure.
It's a Kenyan thing. My parents are very passionate about farming as well, but they don't do it commercially.
So for Everlyne and Irene, this is just the beginning. and they say the business has its own ups and downs, but they hope that their move will eventually bear fruit and their efforts will inspire many across the borders. For Daring Abroad, I'm Alex Chamada in Volta Region.